All right, so you were just listening to the live performance of Family Man, and now they're in the studio with us. I'd love to hear the origins of the band, especially for people that don't know you yet.
The sordid history of Family Man. Family Man of sorts actually started here at Concordia. Connor and I were in residence together, actually at Loyola campus, and he lived a few doors down from me, and we were both making super loud noise.
We hated each other.
Yeah,
Really?
he was being a DJ, playing like EDM and stuff like that till like the wee hours of the morning. So I would retaliate by playing my electronic drums, trying to annoy the heck out of him. And then, we ended up meeting at, it was like something organized by the school, like a wine social, something along the lines of that. We ran into a former bass player of ours, got pretty buzzed, and we're like, hey, let's start a band. And then
It was like the precursor to Three White Guys say, let's start a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we started one project. We had different members. That fizzled out after a little while. And then Connor and I and the other bassist decided to continue on. We've had a kind of a string of different musicians and other people's come through. It's bass players. Let's be real.
Josh is great so far.
Josh?
This is the one.
Josh does bring some spice, for sure, especially live, and I'm excited to see the video, because you slap the bass, man. It's very, very impressive.
Thank you.
No worries. Did you guys actually hate each other? Is that a real story?
I didn't think much of him, but Connor after the fact was like, yeah, you were a douche. Like, you're always playing your drums super late at night.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I say
I
that.
was like, you're the DJ. What do you mean I'm the DJ?
Yeah, but then we had a string of bass players, and now we're in this current lineup in this setup.
Yeah.
And we're loving it. It's great. And it's funny for those of you listening, and later watching. Andrea and I, we've known each other, and you've seen like the progression of Family Man.
Cheap Ohio.
Cheap Ohio.
Cheap Ohio Stan. Yeah.
Cheap Ohio Stan. Yeah.
It's really exciting to see you guys progress too, and it's interesting to hear your story too, and seeing Nick and Josh a part of this too. It's really exciting, and it definitely is even more exciting to hear the new music today, because it sounds way different from what you guys have been releasing before. Before we get into that, I want to hear about What's New, the EP, because that's the last release. And I just want to know a little bit about the inspiration behind it. For me, personally, it's like the perfect breakup EP.
Oh, thank you.
Should
very much.
Should have known better is the type of song you're crying in the crowd and you're just screaming the lyrics. So fantastic. So would love to hear about that.
Thanks. So during the Brian's sitting on my lap, so it's making it a touch difficult to get here, but we're making it work. So I was in a long-term relationship, was not set up properly to be able to make it through the pandemic. So that fell out, and I was devastated. But yeah, so then I wrote a bunch of songs about it, and like most of them actually started out as jokes, even.
Yeah.
Like What's New. If you've seen us live, you know the chorus is different lyrics.
Yeah, people go crazy for that one too.
Yeah. But that one started out as kind of like a silly joke, and then we were like, this is pretty good. Yeah. And so then we recorded it, and then we popped onto Indica Records, and they distributed it. And that's been nothing but lovely. It's been milk and honey. I don't know how else.
It's been straight money, bro. Just straight cash.
Straight cash. Just
The way
pulling in bands.
The way you said that with the glasses,
It's
it
natural.
it
It's
fits. It really okay. Well, people that are listening right now, Brian has some really great speeder glasses. Would you call it speeder?
There is speed glasses.
Speed
There's
glasses.
speed glasses.
They're really
There's money
great.
makers. There's
My
money
money
glasses.
makers,
Yeah, they're really great. Yeah. So I definitely understand that, and I think that people listening to it will definitely feel.
The money glasses?
No. What's New EP?
Oh, sorry.
The things that you talk about and you sing about and like yell about is definitely relatable. And then it's really interesting to hear the new music today because it just gets really heavy. So wondering like how that progressed. Like, is it you all coming together and with Josh and Nick, they bring maybe a new style? Like, how did the new songs come about?
Thank you.
Josh and Nick, Gronk and Honkin.
Honk and Henry.
Honk and Henry and Gronk. They bring a new energy to the band, and it has allowed us all together to explore a heavier side of things.
Like the songwriting, like the idea behind the songwriting for the new material, it definitely, there was like intention to kind of be a little bit more serious, more aggressive within everything. But definitely, yeah, it's been like kind of perfectly timed to have like these two beautiful gentlemen hopping in, because they've really brought out like the ideas that like Connor put forth. In terms of like the lyrics and the maturity that comes along with all that.
Yeah.
We've also always played whenever we play the songs live, even from our older stuff, we always played them ridiculously hard. We all come from that background, and after the EP, we were like, you know what, we've kind of taken, like, I come from a screamo background and like punk background. Brian comes from like thrash punk. These two guys come from metal backgrounds. That's what we all loved and did, and so we were like, you know what, we're gonna try and mix this into something that we really want to do, not dilute it, essentially. Not that our music before was diluted, but we were just trying to achieve something different with it.
I mean, before it sounded more indie rock. This sounds more pop, like a little bit of punk, a little bit of metal. So you can definitely, and then when I can see Josh from the studio here, and like the screaming I could see, like, it fits really.
He's a very vascular person. Vascular. Especially when he screams.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes.
But I've been really lucky, and I've seen you guys perform some of the songs, and the energy is just completely different. It's so much fun. And I actually had a question, and I didn't have this written down before. Is it Shane or Shame?
Like the Game of Thrones.
That's what I thought at first, and then I heard Shane today. Okay, and then I was like, who's Shane? But I guess
we do know Shane. Shout out Shane. He's great. Shane on drums. Very good drums.
Anything about the new songs, like any inspiration that you drew from? I didn't write down the names, but yeah, what's the writing process like?
So, a lot of it. I mean, these guys, being Gronk and Honkin. You know, I live with Nick.
Right.
Thank you.
And so that allows us to work on music quite regularly. But a lot of how it works is that, like, one of us comes up with an idea, like a skeleton of a song, or a whole written one. There's no real kind of rhyme or reason for the way that we do this. But then we flesh it out and finalize it all together. But yeah, I mean, the topics we discuss in the new music is a lot heavier than a breakup. Like, you know, the whole What's New EP was a kind of cathartic, getting through things experience for me. Whereas the new stuff, I'm talking about issues. We're all talking about issues that we've all experienced, about parts of who we are, about just really messed up things going on.
Yeah.
Because we're angry, and we think that other people are angry as well.
Whereas What's New is a little bit more of, oh no, like bad things are happening to us. There is a little bit more angst and kind of almost like a little bit more wallowing and like just really feeling all of everything that was going on at the time. This is a little bit, it's kind of like the step after that. Unfortunate things are still happening, but it's kind of us taking a step back and being like, you know what, like, F you, we're writing about it. Like, we're angry about it and we're expressing ourselves.
Yeah, I definitely hear the punk aspects of that, the like political punk aspects. I'm really excited to hear. Is it going to be an album that's coming up, or is it an EP, or can we not talk about it? I'm not sure. Let's go.
We can confidently tell you that there will be new music this year.
That's great.
In abundance.
In abundance. I like that. Yes.
I actually, there's another question that came up in my mind when you guys were performing, and it's because, Nicolas, you said something in French, and you were like, shout out to all the French listeners. And I appreciate that. I try to add French music in my playlists every time because we are in Quebec. And you're from Quebec, correct?
Thank you. I was trying to stick to the thank you for the whole interview. I'm so sorry.
No,
that's
not
great.
letting you.
I am born and raised here. Yeah.
Okay, so any French music coming up, you guys?
It's definitely an idea we've tossed around, but as far as my lyrics go, I'm I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get there. I mean, I write cool bass lines. I write cool guitar lines. So I like to do that. I think we're gonna maybe explore the idea of it. We're not close to it, but it's still in the works. Still in the works for sure.
Are you French, Josh?
So I'm from a small French community in Ontario, so I'm not Montreal French, but je suis franco-ontarien.
Okay, well that's close enough. So the weather's gonna get pretty good soon. Festivals are gonna be starting. Anything in the works? Concerts, venues, anything that you can share?
Yes, we've got a massive summer planned. World Tour 2023, Family Man for President.
Of what country?
To the top of
no way
Canada.
to the top.
Family Man 1,000 times.
We have tons of shows coming up. There's still some stuff in the works that we're finalizing, but I can tell you that we will be all over the place, all over the Maritimes and Quebec and Ontario throughout April.
Nice.
With Ate and Jax. They're a really cool band. Check them out. So we'll be doing that in April. Got a couple shows lined up for March, all throughout the summer. We've got something really cool planned for July 1st, but I can't say more than that.
What?
That
Can't say
one we
more.
Is
can't
it-
talk about
I
that
can't
one.
say
No,
more than that.
just not yet.
Yeah.
But can I ask just one thing about it?
Yeah.
Is it local? Is it in Montreal?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's
We've
go.
got
I'm
something
very
fun
excited.
planned.
Okay. Okay.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I have some rapid fire questions. I want to hear from all of
Hit
you.
us with it.
All of you.
Uzi.
One by one. Okay. Dream venue.
Corona.
Corona? You said Corona?
Corona
Yeah,
Theater.
Corona Theater. Yeah.
What about you? Fast.
Tellus.
Oh, that's my favorite venue. Love them, tell us.
Bell Center. I'm kidding. No, actually, no. It would probably be Corona.
Yeah.
Coronas. Yeah.
I want to go to Bay Mathieu.
Oh, yo, Ben
yeah,
Mathieu.
Ben, no,
hit
no.
us up.
Is
Ben
that-
Mathieu, hit us
It's
up.
a hollowed out pool that
I've
they do
been
punk shows
there.
in.
Give
Yo,
us a
that's
discount.
It
That
is
place looks
so.
sick.
I went there for some DJing. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're inside an empty pool.
Yeah.
Je
that
veux
looks
pas
sick.
manquer de respect à
Like,
personne, là, mais
no-
enlève le système de son puis mets de l'eau là-dedans, on va se baigner.
Oh, it's
ouais,
good.
c'est une
None of
bonne
us can
idée.
swim, so it's perfect. I really want to go.
Okay, so go to karaoke song or cover song. So whichever you gravitate towards more.
I love this bar, Toby Keith. I love this bar, Toby Keith.
Okay, I don't know that one. Is that country?
Very.
Yep.
Through the Fire and Flames by Dragonforce.
At the end of a night, on a karaoke night, I always end up singing Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. And it's the biggest mistake, and
It's
I
kinda slow.
reoccur it every single time. You just never do Chris Cornell at a karaoke.
Yeah, but it's also a little slow. So yeah. It's
Drinking problem, Midland.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
that's a good
Take
one.
it back. Drinking problem. More country.
But I love
Yeah,
Toby
sorry,
Keith.
I don't know. I can't comment on those. I don't know country. How about dream collaboration?
Backwash.
Backwash.
Model actress.
Model actress.
Model actress, Backwash.
Piss for
Any-
pumpkin.
Piss for Pumpkin.
Josh?
Yes,
Get at
yes,
us.
yes.
I can't think of anything right now, honestly.
That's the worst answer.
That is
I've ever
no, but
heard.
that's fine.
Foo
This is
Fighters.
Yo,
Let's go.
anyone from the Grove Gang, shout out Shem, shout out Hard
Yeah,
Body,
yes.
shout out Shane, shout out Marco, shout out SDM everywhere, Darkest Millen.
Go to Darkest Millen. I like that. That's
That's a
his
stage
name.
name.
Yeah. Turbo
go
House,
to
Wednesday
Turbo House
nights.
on Wednesdays.
Turbo
Wednesday nights.
House.
on Wednesday.
Woo!
Love my boys.
How about first album you fell in love with? That's a tough one though.
1989 Taylor Swift.
Stop.
He's not kidding.
That is the first
good
that is
album.
the first and only CD I have ever purchased in my life.
Wow.
It's very good. It's a great album.
I'm really surprised by that, but yeah, okay, I see it.
You don't hear the Taylor Swift influence in our music?
Absolutely. Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Impossible Germany by Wilco.
Oh.
It's a very good album. Very
You're the
good
one who
album.
showed me that song. I
It's a
still
very-
love.
it's
Well,
a-
not the album, but the song "Impossible Germany."
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine.
So
whatever.
good.
Whatever. Fine. Yeah. You don't love the album.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Me, it was Blink-182, Enema of the State.
Oh heck yeah!
I'm trying to remember the exact title, but it's this album by Beartooth called Disgusting.
What is the best part about working with your bandmates?
Nothing.
With the glasses, so aggressive.
I don't know. We all like, yeah, we come from different backgrounds. We all have like different experiences in life and all that. But the one thing that, it's kind of cheesy to say, but the thing that keeps us together is just our love for the game, man. We love playing music. We love going crazy live on stage. It's, again, a little bit cornballs, but it's our therapy, man. So there's no one else that I'd rather be like rocking, sweating, and bleeding on stage with than these guys. And like, I'm assuming they feel the same because they keep doing it with me. But
as long as you give me cigarettes, we'll be good.
Everyone, all the guys are very supportive of each other, and we like to do this together. It's a group.
There's a reason we're called family, man.
Oh, geez,
Did you know there's a Nicolas Cage movie called The Family Man?
Unfortunately, we found out about that after we decided.
I looked it up because I was like, maybe you guys were inspired.
It's also a great Hall & Oates song. Wait,
Oh.
It is a great Hall & Oates song too. Yeah. Yo, shout out Hall & Oates.
Any last words?
Thank you for listening to us today. Thanks for having us, CJLO.
Yeah,
You're
no.
listening
Appreciate
to
it.
Family Man on CJLO.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming in
Love
today.
you guys. Thank you.
Love you so much. You've been listening to CJLO 1690 AM. Tune in next week for a regular episode of Mellow Dramatic. Shout out to Matilda for
Oh yes.
video.
Thank you,
Matilda
Matilda.
and
Video.
Zach.
Shout out to Zach, who
Yes,
did
sir. You, Zach.
the audio. And then shout out to Nico, because Nico's the best. Okay, bisous, bisous.